Hello everybody. Today we're going to be checking out a game called Low Budget Repairs Demo. It's a repair simulator where you basically just take on different jobs, similar to House Flipper or something like that, but it in the cheapest way possible. Haven't played it before. There are a few things I might have to blur out and mute in this, just for YouTube purposes. So don't get terrified when you see a black square covering up something. But I'm going to be giving my thoughts on it and all that you need to know. So let's get right in. The opening cutscene of the game is basically just to give some context on our financial situation. It starts with us reading from a note from our Aunt Helena while we gander at some of the locals. Our Aunt Helena informs us that she has given us her old house. As then we get to the bus stop, she attempts to guide us to her house, though we have to ask some of the locals instead, as she has lost her memory. Oh, this is a pretty nice house.
No, I told you, go to the right. And to make it easier for you, I am attaching a picture.
Whoa, Alara.
Of the neighbor's house, mine, across the street.
Damn it!
Right. Thanks, Auntie. What if the
Oh,
whole thing collapses the second I touch the door?
I actually thought for a second. I actually got a bit excited. What the actual hell is this? To even enter the decrepit shack our aunt calls a house, we have to begin by moving multiple boxes and other items to be able to access the door. Sadly, the disappointment doesn't stop here, as two squatters have been living in this house and we have to evict them. I do admit, I think I got a bit too happy when I found out there was a button to offend someone.
Find a way to smoke these two out of here.
Oh, Kurwa, you hit the vaccine lump. Retreat, Kurwa!
The easy part's done. Now I should clean up before this.
Now we just do some simple cleaning up until we get the option to open up the next room in the house.
There was a dumpster. Somehow throwing out the garbage made the place look even more depressing.
Ah,
It's begging for renovation, and it won't be cheap. I need work.
P.S. If you
we
need
then
any
seem
kind
to
of
remember
job,
the last
go to
part
my
of the
good
letter
friend,
Aunt
Mr.
Helena gave
Bishop.
us, and she tells us to call one of her old friends who could help us get a job.
Pipe like nobody else.
Hello?
Good morning. Is this Mr. Zbizek?
Yeah, who's talking?
Maciek Patala. I'm Helena Naverin's nephew.
How's she doing? How's she doing time?
No, she's in the U.S. Listen, I'm after some work. Wanna make a little
Lucky
money.
for you, kid, I'm actually opening up recruitment for an assistant. Meet me at the client's place, 32 Pine Street, apartment 12. You can show me what you can do.
That was quick. Well, on my way then.
If we find once we find Joe, he tells us to paint his wall. After probably the worst paint job I've ever seen in my entire life, and wiping off the floor as he gets angry at us for messing all over the floor, he tells us to go get his spicy juice from his car outside. Once we return to Joe and try to hand him his beverage, he proceeds to electrocute himself and die on the floor within 3 seconds, no pulse. But then, he obviously awakes as a ghost and still wants his spicy juice. As we return home, we see the fat bastard is still at our house for some reason now, and is complaining in how bad it looks, and then tells us to do, again, one of the worst paint jobs I've ever seen in my entire life. We then arrive, finally, to our next client's house, which needs to be some plastering done. But now, again, in the cheapest and worst way possible. Apparently, to even reach the plastering, the only thing that we could conceivably do in that situation is to throw the entire couch out of the window from the 5th story. Now that we've made room, we can finally plaster up the holes. Again, in the worst way possible. But the plastering job isn't actually that bad, even though it takes us ages and there's now stains all over the floor. Except, we decide to cover it up with, again, the worst paint job ever. Then after about 4 minutes of messing around, my thick skull finally figures out how to actually leave the mission. And somehow, the client loved our work. We then come home to an elderly lady on our doorstep who somehow a sofa has fallen on her balcony. Couldn't tell you how that happened. Anyways, she's actually completely fine with it, and all she wants us to do is come fix the tiling on her balcony. And she'll pay double due to her upstairs neighbor says our work was amazing. As we arrive at the new client property, you guessed it, we find another couch on the balcony, surprisingly. And the best way of dealing with a couch on your balcony is by throwing it off, which is exactly what we did.
Now I teach you tiling.
We then continued by breaking all the broken tiles to make room for the new, extremely straight tiles. As we return home, it seems we have been invited to a handyman competition, which our friend here, Joe, does not have very fond memories of.
He organizes it, he enters it, he wins it every single competition. Where is the police, I ask you? Where? But those days are over, now I have you. You are young, not too bright, granted, but no matter the thinking, you leave to me. Janusz, get ready, you kush.
Anyways, this is where the demo ends. Please feel free to drop a like and comment, and please subscribe. It's my first video here on the platform. I hope you liked it. Please give me some tips on whatever I can do. Please say things that you liked. Please say things that you didn't like. Please go try this game for yourself. I think it was amazing, though I had to not include certain things. Anyways, thank you for listening. Hope you had a fun time. Goodbye.